Hey, Possum Patty here, and it's August 3rd, and I'm working on some nature journaling projects. The first project I want to share with you today is how to take memory snapshots. You know, when you're out and about as a passenger in the car, I won't say as a driver because that could be a little dangerous, even though I look at the birds and flowers as I go drive down the road. But as a passenger in a car, you're observing nature at a very fast speed, and it's kind of whipping by your window. Now, if it's something like, say, clouds in the sky, it's easy to take out your phone and get a nice video because the sky is following along with you. But if it's on the side of the road and you just see it as you're going by at 60 miles an hour, you don't have any time to take out your phone. So instead of fussing with that, just look at it and take a memory snapshot. Try to remember the moment and frame it in your mind. Now, these are all images from July 31st when I had to take a ride down to Norwich very early in the morning. The first thing I noted was that it was raining out. On the way down the road, I glanced out the window and just happened to see a little bunny sitting on a grassy hill. A little further down the highway, I saw a turkey hen and her little poults walking across someone's front yard. You know, since the end of July, I've seen yellow leaves falling off the trees in the woods. I think it's because we're about 7 inches short in our rain bucket and the trees are a little bit stressed from lack of water. But along the highway, I noticed there was one tree that was fully dressed in yellow. It really stood out from the other trees around it that were still green. And on the way home, I noticed that there was goldenrod blooming. And I don't ever remember seeing goldenrod blooming in July. I know they get their buds, but these were in full bloom. Now, when you do a memory snapshot, there's not a lot of details. One, because you've stored it in your memory for a couple of days, and two, because you see things at a distance and you're going pretty quickly by them. So you notice that the bunny on the hill is just like a little scribble, but you can see the ears and know it's a bunny. The hen turkey and her babies were kind of like silhouettes in the yard. I did put a little scratchy pen marks and some brown paint on there. The trees along the highway don't have any details at all, just kind of blobs of watercolor, but the yellow can stand out against a darker green. And I also don't have any details on the goldenrod that was blooming. So you have to remember that when you're traveling somewhere, take little mental snapshots. And when you put them down, don't worry about details. Just remember the day. Another project that I was working on was making this turtle stamp. Now I'll show you at the end of the video how I did that, but it was carved out of this Speedy-carve rubber. And I wanted to start a page about turtle rescues. My first turtle rescue was on June 21st at 9:07 a.m. Okay, we're just about to execute a turtle rescue from the road. And it's like a painted turtle. And I just took him out of the road. And I'm going to put him down there in the vegetation and hope he keeps going. So I'm going to remember that by putting a stamp on the page. Ink it up first. Do it that way, or you can do it this way. So first turtle rescue was June 21st, 9:07 a.m. and this one was in Canterbury. My second turtle rescue was on July 1st at 11:07 a.m. Okay, we're going for turtle rescue number 2. Let's see, let's go in this direction. We've got to put him over here. Go down the hill. Go on. Ink that up. July 1st at 11:07 a.m. and this was Windham County. I'm doing this on the back page of my journal. I probably should put something underneath there. That might work better. Okay, turtle rescue number 3. Turtle rescue number 3. Come on, go. Go. Go on. Headed that way. On July 2nd at 1:05 p.m. Now this one was just off Berlin Turnpike. I should write what kind of turtle. These were all painted turtles. I haven't seen any snapping turtles this year yet. Last year I rescued a few snapping turtles off the road. Now when you make a homemade stamp, you get some imperfections, and I like to leave it just like that because it is handmade, and that shows that it's not a machine punched stamp. I think it gives it a little bit more character. So I will continue this the next time I rescue a turtle. So if you'd like to stick around and watch how I made the stamp, you're welcome to do that. In the next video, I'm going to show you some more of my projects. So thanks for coming along. Happy nature journaling. Bye-bye. I had an idea for my turtle rescue page in my journal, keeping track of the turtles I rescue crossing the road. I decided to make a stamp the way I have a little stamp for my thunderstorms. So I was looking at some different turtle designs. This was the first one. And then I decided I like the Native American symbol of the arrow. And this arrow represents the heart line. Begins in the mouth, where the breath gives life, and then points to the soul, where faith and inner strength preside. Now the turtle is a symbol of Mother Earth, of good health and long life. And the shell is a symbol of perseverance and protection. So I sketched it on this rubber, this pink rubber. This is Speedwell rubber to make stamps with. And now I'm just going to cut my turtle out roughly. You can cut this with scissors. Okay, what I'm going to do now is mark the areas that I'm going to cut away with black. And the areas that will stay will be pink. This is a speedball cutting tool for cutting linoleum block. And I'm just going to cut all this out. Okay, before I cut any further, I'm going to test it. I'm going to ink it up. Oh, looks like I got a line over there. I'll probably mess it up more. little rubber pieces stuck to it. That's why he had those holes. Although they do look quite interesting. Perfect.